Hey everyone, we're going to do basically a review. I don't even want to say a review, but a setup of the Overland Vehicle Systems Nomad 3 rooftop tent. This is mounted on a barricade rack from Extreme Terrain is where I got this one, along with the tent, which I forget what the retail was, $1,500, something like that, maybe a little less. I think it was a little less actually, and but delivered right to your house, and I believe it was actually free shipping too, so it's pretty good. And I'm not endorsed by Extreme Terrain. I just have had good luck with their company, so I still buy stuff. So I'm just going to do the quick setup of this real quick. It's actually very simple. I know it's not as easy as some of the ones that just pop up because this does have the cover and the fold out, but one thing on this one, being I have it set up and I have this window towards the cab because I wanted it to fold out on the driver's side. This window is really almost kind of useless at this point. You could spin it around probably and do it a different way, and you could use them, you could use it, but then you'll have that window on that side. It's kind of the same kind of deal, but so when you open this up from here, the entrance to the tent will be over your head, over on the driver's side, and then it has like a canopy. That's all set up. So this is going to take a little bit just because I don't set it up a whole lot. And I do have some issues with the ladder sometimes. I don't know why, but it's my issues, not the company. So this has the Velcro at each corner. It's on this side, and this cover is kind of interchangeable. It can actually be on the other side too. And has these straps that hold the cover on. So they're done. They're just Velcro. They're hooked here, and this basically just kind of holds the cover in place. Flop those off. Now there's a Velcro strap along the whole bottom of this. So once you get it loose, you can just run around it. Straps over. That front part is probably the most difficult to get to because of, I noticed a little tear here. I'm going to have to fix that. Here. There's also a couple straps on the ends, and this kind of keeps it from kind of flopping around while you're moving. Make sure you loosen those because I forget, and then I can't figure out why I can't get the tent open. So the ladder on this side, if you grab it, you can just pull it out, extend it all the way, grab it at the ends, and then you just pull down on it and then out. So here's the tricky part with me, is getting this ladder right, and for some reason I know how to do it, but I always mess it up. So you got to kind of lift up. You want it to pretty much it. The ladder is actually a kind of the support for this on this side. For some reason it's locked again. I did this. I don't know why I have more trouble with this. It's actually not hard. Just me doing it. And you may have to play with it a little bit. I'll mess with it afterwards. So the only other thing on this, pull this open. Shake that down. This is the cover. Make sure your edges are down. You want to make sure you pull these down so the water runs off and doesn't lay in here. It kind of lays over top of that. Lays over top of that Velcro. You don't want it to lay down because that will. So this has this canopy. There's a bar inside here. I'm going to grab it. I'll show you how that hooks up. This pole is to basically keep this entrance up above your head. There's, on the ends here, this is maybe one of the little trickier parts of this. You have these little, they flop out. There's one on each side. Basically it. So the only thing you have to do, and I might need to adjust the ladder because of the height of the ground, and we're not exactly level here. Basically got these flex poles, and if you look, you can see through here, there's little holes here, and there's a little hole. It's drilled at an angle, so if you're trying to stick it in straight, it's not going to work. You have to kind of go to an angle like this. You're supposed to actually go through this hole here. And these bend up. And they basically hold those windows open. And that's pretty much it. So you have all three sides of this. Now this side is a little bit bigger than the other side, so there's a little trick to this one too. A little bit, huh? You can also clip these up. You roll this up if you want to keep the window open. And that's actually easier to do inside the car when it's set up like this. That's pretty much it. And this can actually be rolled up, and then you can have your window open, or you can leave it down, and that basically keeps the light out. I don't know why they have these tabs here. I guess there's no really, because they're not going to fit here unless you could probably bend these in, something like that, if you wanted to just keep it open like that. I guess that would work. So, and you got it in, like I said, the back side. Then you have these little tabs if you want to keep these from blowing. It's pretty calm today. I'm not really concerned about that. So that's basically it. There's not much to it. You have your entrance here. And you also have holes here. You can lift this out if you want to keep this sitting, and then you climb up in there. And so this will be, I think, my 5th night in this. This will be your 2nd. And I think the mattress is fairly comfortable, would you say?
Yeah, it's fine.
It's not too bad. I mean, considering, you know, you're in a tent. So this might be, like I said, depending on where you're at, the tent and the ladder can be adjusted. Some trucks are going to be higher, so that's going to be where your issue is going to be. If you have a full-size truck, this Tacoma has a 3.5-inch lift on it. So it's just a little above stock, so it is a little bit higher in the back than maybe stock. So you have to adjust the ladder a little bit. But overall, I mean, I think it's pretty nice. I'm really happy with it so far. I haven't used it a ton yet, so I can't really speak on a lot of stuff with it. And you can also put these rain covers over top. Forgot about those. These kind of just keep that top. That one's loose. This one's already attached, so that one's just a little loose. You can snug these things up. Like I said, you can actually lift this up too. This is just a flap, basically like a flap, this entrance. But then you have the zipper, you know, and this has the place for the shock poles to keep that open too. But it also has, and I don't think we can use it with the rain fly on, but there is like a skylight in it too, that you could open up. But you would have to take this rain cover off, which I don't typically, because it's, as you can see, it's kind of high. Once you get it up there, you'd probably need to get some help, get a ladder or something like that. So I just kind of leave it attached. But anyway, that's pretty much it. I don't know how long that was, about 10 minutes, maybe, start to finish it roughly.
Yeah, to do it.
It's not really hard. And like I said, once you get going on it, you could probably get a little bit of a system down that's a little bit better than what I just did. So yeah, this is the Overland Vehicle Systems Nomad 3. I'm sure you can, it's probably available on Amazon, I'm sure. Like I said, I got this one I got it off of Extreme Terrain, and I'm not affiliated with them in any way. I've just bought a bunch of my truck accessories from them. So there you go. That's it. And check it out. They also make different sizes. This is the mid. I think this is more like a mid-size, and I think they have a new one out. It's different colors too. This one kind of matches the truck, so that's why I went with this one. I think they have a green one, I believe, too. I'm not sure. But and there's a smaller version of this, and there's also a larger version of this. This is supposedly a 3-man tent. You'd be pushing it with 3. You could do it. 2 people, very comfortable, very roomy for 2. So anyway, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. I can answer. If you like the video, please give it a like, and if it's helpful, please let me know too. And if there's something, like I said, question I can answer. And if you're not a subscriber, please do so. And I will see you on the next one. Take care.